Hey there! Before we jump into brainstorming for your own version of the Where I'm From poem, I wanted you guys to check out one last example. This particular poem was written by a fellow student who won the Scholastic Art and Writing Contest with this poem. Let's read through it together. Where I'm From by Natalie Wright. I'm from small town America, woods and farms and barbecues, two-lane highways and no-lane rivers, a land of no subways, no buses, no Starbucks. I'm from a childhood climbing trees, jumping into rivers, playing with Ninja Turtles, My Little Pony, Pound Puppies, He-Man and She-Ra, playing Robin Hood and Huck Finn, playing soccer with the boys. So what if I'm a girl? I'm from Oshkosh and Begosh, the Jetsons, ponytails and scrunchies, New Kids on the Block, and all those other embarrassing 80s moments. I'm from the Boxcar Children, Amelia Bedelia, the Hardy Boys, Encyclopedia Brown, Nate the Great, the Babysitters Club. I'm from music, the piano, the harmonica, the clarinet, baritone, trumpet, guitar. I sing with the Beatles, Billy Joel, Bonnie Raitt, Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I'm from Get Smart, Cheers, MASH, Taxi, Saturday Night Live, Singing in the Rain, Duck Soup and Animal Crackers, Much Ado About Nothing. I'm from Just Say No, If All Your Other Friends Jumped Off a Building. It's time for the Muppet Show with our very special guest star. And why can't you be more like your sister? I'm from a family of comedians and freaks, teachers and antique dealers, Lithuanians, Scots, and Welsh, Seaford, DE, and Pottsville, PA. I'm from jeans and flip-flops, surfboards and skateboards, CCD and pre-K, family and friends, fog delays and snow days. I'm from the land of the free and the home of the not-so-brave, from happy and sad, love and hate, life and death, pen and paper. This poem is a lot different than the original version, but it still gives you a really clear picture of the speaker's life, her history, and what's important to her. When I read this poem, I picture a lot of different things. I picture a girl who lives in a small town. Right off the bat, she says, I'm from small town America, woods and farms and barbecues, two-lane highways and no-lane rivers, a land of no subways, no buses, no Starbucks. So to me, I picture this small town maybe set out in the country. She talks about the no-lane river, so maybe her town sits on the edge of the river. Another thing that I picture when I picture this speaker, I picture a girl. She mentions things like Little Ponies and Pound Puppies, but maybe she's kind of a tomboy. She talks about playing with Ninja Turtles, playing Robin Hood, and then she says, so what if I'm a girl? So to me, she was kind of a rough and tumble girl who would play with the boys and kind of give them a run for their money. I can tell from reading this that this narrator, this speaker, values reading. She dedicates a whole stanza here to the books that she read as a child. To me, that's somebody who loved to read, and the books that she read as a child probably made an impact on her and hopefully helped her become a lifelong reader. She lists things like Boxcar Children, Amelia Bedelia, which is something that you might read in first or second grade, The Hardy Boys, The Babysitters Club. So you can kind of see this array of books that she read throughout her childhood. Another thing that I think that she values is music. In this stanza here, she lists a bunch of different groups that she listened to. Beatles, Billy Joel, Bonnie Raitt. She talks about being an 80s child, but she lists music that's older than that. She talks about the Beatles. So maybe the Beatles is something that they listen to in their family. Maybe her mom or her dad listened to the Beatles, and that's something that she's grown up listening to. She lists different instruments. Maybe she comes from a musical family. Maybe she had to play the baritone, the trumpet, or the guitar, or maybe her siblings did. Another thing that I think that maybe she values is family and spending time with family. Here she lists all of these different TV shows that she watches, and in my head, those are things that maybe she watched at home with siblings or with family. Another reason that I think that she values family is this stanza down here where she says, I'm from a family of comedians and freaks, teachers and antique dealers. I think that when she's saying freak, she's kind of saying it in jest, like she's proud of it. Her family is different, and she loves everyone in her family. This poet does a really good job of giving you a clear view of who she is, and the memories that she's come from. You know, she also gives you an idea that she's come from a lot of happy memories, and she's also experienced some sadness in her life. And you see that here at the end. I'm from the land of the free and the home of the not so brave, from happy and sad, love and hate, life and death, pen and paper. So her poem doesn't just give you one snapshot of her life, but it gives you multiple snapshots of her life. And it gives you a really good, clear feeling of who she is and where she's from.